What's up, fight fans? This is a bit of an Amir Khan rant here. So if you're an Amir Khan fan, um, you might want to put on some earplugs right now. In fact, look, it's not too deep. I'm not going to diss Amir Khan for any reason. It's more about this Kell Brook thing, and it bugs me a bit. This Kell Brook thing does it because I really want to see this fight. I actually really genuinely want to see this fight. Both of those guys are past their prime, but that doesn't really matter. And it doesn't matter because they're both fighting each other. So I think they're both not as good as they were. Brook definitely prior to GGG and Khan definitely prior to Amir Khan. So I think both of them have lost a bit, which is okay because that means they're still kind of on the same level, right? If I don't know, Brook had beaten Spence, and then you would say Brook's still Kell Brook. But he's clearly maybe just a bit past it for me. And Amir Khan as well. But this still is a huge fight. It's a huge fight because both of them have huge followings. Amir Khan fans are unreal in terms of their intensity. And he can still draw a good number. I think we've seen this. So can Kell Brook. I don't know how many people were at the Rabchenko fight, but I'm guessing a good number. So they're both big in terms of boxing names in the UK, which is why it's still a stadium fight, which is why Eddie Hearn will chuck it on pay-per-view. And I'm not going to complain about that, by the way. I think it is a pay-per-view fight just because of their history, their back catalogue. The press conference will be good. All the build-up will be fantastic. So I really want to see this fight. Amir Khan has done a few interviews after the announcement yesterday of his fight with Vargas that what he really wants and what he's going to try and force to happen is for him to fight the winner of Pacquiao-Matisse, which obviously wants to be Pacquiao. I don't know if it's a dream fight for him or a legend fight, but I don't know why you would be chasing Pacquiao down. Pacquiao is way past it for me. Still a good fighter. Still even maybe a problem for Amir Khan, but it doesn't mean much having Pacquiao on your scalp. I don't even think financially it's a big fight as it was before, right? Pacquiao doesn't draw the numbers anymore. I don't think Pacquiao Khan will. I don't see the crowd or any audience getting behind Pacquiao Khan. So I don't know the chase for it. I don't know if he's chasing that regular title that Pacquiao and Matisse are fighting for. But again, that doesn't make sense to me. I thought the plan was when he signed to Eddie Hearn, and we saw it after he demolished Phil LaGreco, was that, have a warm-up fight and then Brook in December. I always thought that was the plan. I didn't actually think that was going to come to fruition. I think I done a video on this a couple of days ago. But that was the plan. Brook was going to have a couple of these fights. And if they didn't get who they really wanted to get, i.e. Brook maybe getting the Spence rematch and Khan getting what he wants, then you know what? We fight in December and we settle this. And it will be a massive fight, wherever it is. Whether it be up north or in London, it'll be a huge fight. But I feel like we're just getting further and further away from it again. Khan released a statement today saying he wants to fight Brook. Believe that as you will. But the fight has to happen at 147. Which look, that's Khan's want, and I get that. He wants to try and keep every advantage he can. But Brook clearly is now at 154. Brook, obviously, we saw what happened with Spence. He can't make 147 anymore. I mean, he can make it, but you're getting half of Brook. I don't understand that there'll be no titles on the line, so belts don't mean anything. I've never been a big fan of catchweights, but this for me is an ideal catchweight of 151. Just makes sense, right? Khan isn't afraid of going up. We saw that with Canelo. He went up in weight. We're not talking about... Look, Brook is never as big as Canelo, so the size advantage isn't going to be that much. And we're not talking about Khan trying to make himself bulk up and eat up to go to 151. Wasn't Khan's last fight against LaGreco at some sort of catchweight? Or was it at 147? Remind me, I don't know. So I just feel like... I don't know. Again, this is not a rant at Amir Khan. So Amir Khan fans, please try to understand what I'm saying. And when I say Amir Khan fans, I'm an Amir Khan fan to an extent. But what I'm trying to say is I feel like we're just putting more hurdles. I remember years ago when Khan Brook was first talked about. This might have been about 6-7 years ago when Amir Khan was definitely the man and Brook was the guy fighting on local shows in the UK. And Brook was asking for Khan, and Amir Khan was like, you know what, you need to get a title. Brook done that. I think he done it the hard way, going away from home and beating Sean Porter. And I think it was perfectly set up then. Perfectly set up then. Khan was campaigning at 147. He had fantastic wins against Devon Alexander and Collazo. And I actually interviewed him. I went to interview Khan at a food opening in Ilford, and we spoke about that. And I said, look, that was your best performance. I think that was probably the best Khan I've seen for a long time. And I thought that was the best Brook for a long time. And that would have been it right there. There, perfect. And then I thought we got more obstacles put in the way. Brook wanted the fight, called him for the fight, and then it became a case of, you've not really done anything, Brook. You need to have a couple more wins. And I just feel like right now, as it stands right now, I don't think there is an A side. There definitely was before, right? Khan was definitely the A side in this, but in terms of a fight in the UK, I don't know who has a bigger following in the UK in terms of boxing publicity. I don't know. I think both of them could draw 20,000 easily at an arena. I think Brook can do it. We've seen it now. Khan can definitely do it. So, I mean, look, Khan probably shades it just because of I think Khan has more casual fans than Brook. But I don't... Look, does anyone think this fight's ever going to happen? I just don't see it happening anymore. And it's very, very disappointing. It really is. Because this talk about Brook coming down to 147. And Brook will probably just still try and do that 147. And then I think Khan will say something else. But this talk about Brook coming down to 147 now is just pointless, isn't it? Just pointless. And again, I think it's just another obstacle put in the way of this fight from happening. Khan will tell you that the reason he signed to Matchroom and to Eddie Hearn was to make sure he gets the Kell Brook fight. You didn't need to sign to Matchroom to get the Kell Brook fight. So I don't believe that for a second. But I think Khan's chase will now be the winner of Pacquiao-Matisse. And then he'll just stay at 147 because there are good fights for him at 147 if he comes through this fight against Vargas, which I think he will. And if then he comes through the winner of Pacquiao-Matisse, which you never know. I'm not sure if he even gets that fight. But then, you're not going to fight Brook because Danny Garcia rematch is there, Furman. So there's options out there. And I don't think any of those options equals Kell Brook.